Welcome back to the greatest football analysis show. We're inside today, Paul.
The wind.
The wind.
Crazy, bro.
The storms have been mad.
Mental, bro. Like, I'm seeing trees fly out.
Roofs.
The O2s are convertible.
The O2 lost its cap. Let's go into some pre-comments before we go into the football. This week's football. Under no terms and conditions do you kick your cat. Poet. Had to turn the volume up every time Poet spoke and down every time Rude spoke. You guys are making me feel important like a producer. Keep up the bad work, guys.
That's my brother. Come on, we're here for you.
This is one of my favourite comments ever. Keep up the bad work, guys. Thank you very much, Pete. We stay consistent. You know the show is the best when Poet's mic is back to being shit. Still doesn't stop him from having a nice. Love demand him. Best show, period. You man icons. Not gonna lie, I want to know what happened with Norwegian Club. Only just noticed. May have missed it, but what happened to Producer Club? Love the show still and have a nice. It didn't work out. We're going our separate ways.
God bless him. He had some great memories, some great laughs. He's a hero, man.
Yeah. And he looks like Klopp a lot.
What's that?
He looks like Klopp.
Too much.
Shout out to Norwegian Klopp. Man City, Tottenham. Tottenham beating Man City 3-2. We've got some comments. Before the game, they asked Pep if he regretted not signing Kane. Pep said no. That's when I knew I had to bet on Spurs. Timo says in caps lock, all caps lock, so you know he's passionate. Man need to give Son his rose and start mentioning his name with a great. You see what the assist setting up Kulusevski's first goal. What a guy. Man has been world class for time with or without Kane, but he's not Brazilian or European and playing for Spurs and also doesn't help. Yeah, he lives with his mum and dad. Still, that's a cultural thing. Tottenham are even going on a K-pop tour in Korea for the pre-season. Keep his name lit out there. And I agree. Son deserves more love and I would put him in the world class bracket.
No.
No?
No.
What do you mean?
No.
You wouldn't give him in a world class bracket?
Yeah, but no.
You would, because you could see him performing at other clubs.
This is my problem with the world class thing.
The label.
Just me.
Go on. What class are
In
Bill?
order for me to call you world class,
Yep.
you have to do class things on the world stage. Now, to do class things on the world stage, you need to be playing in the highest competitions. You need to be playing for the biggest things. Because do you know what? Having to do really, really well under pressure is completely different to having to do really, really well to get top four. It's a completely different type of pressure. I'm not saying he's not capable of it, because he is top tier quality. But I can't put him in the same bracket as somebody who has that pressure every single week. It's completely different.
I would say then world class ability.
Oh, 100%. And you know what? Son might be one of the exceptions. I just think because he lives with his parents, they'll tell him off, so he has to go to school and do well anyway. But in general, I don't like giving world-class titles to people that are not under the types of pressures that the likes of Kevin De Bruyne are under. The likes of even a Kai Havertz at 21 is under. Like, I don't think Son has that type of pressure. Does he produce?
I would say maybe he does.
I don't think he does, bro.
Because Korean culture, I know the Asian community, they put pressure on their kids from very young. So he's got that family home pressure. You see how his dad treated him from young?
I'm talking about...
And then the football pitch as well.
No, I'm talking about...
He carries that team.
He plays for Spurs, bro.
Without...
You can't talk about that pressure. Playing for... You see what happens at Manchester United. You see what happens at Manchester City.
So you mean
Chelsea,
as a club, he doesn't
at Liverpool,
have that pressure?
There's a pressure for you to achieve. You can't finish fourth and go, all right, cool, fair enough.
But he's a man confidently that I could see performing at a top four club.
And you're probably right.
Of many players.
Possibly right. But you know what? I ain't seen it. And is it possible? You're probably right. Everyone will say it. But I'm just saying, I can't give you that label until you do it. I know certain people that are capable of driving and passing their test. They still don't want to go and get their license. So until you get your license, Rick Ross, you can't drive in my eyes.
Let us know. Son, ability-wise, is he world class? Can you give him the label already, considering that he plays for Tottenham Hotspur? You see the stadium with the wind moving up and down. The thing.
Crazy,
Man, it was
bro.
breathing. I'm telling you, it's like a real human. I love that stadium so much.
I love Son. I just want Son to leave Spurs, man.
Yeah, I love.
I want Harry Kane to leave. Mix it up now. You've been at the same place for so long. Mix it up.
Where would Son go? Son at Liverpool would be mad. I don't think he will, but that would be so mental. Where does Son go? In this market, it doesn't. Real Madrid is the only place really.
If Son goes Real Madrid, it's Son, Vinicius, and maybe Mbappe. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You have new school. You have Mbappe, Vinicius being new school, and then you have, to me, that. Son probably would do it, to be fair. I'm being harsh on Son, but I think Son is the exception to that situation, though. It's very difficult to judge if whether someone's world class when they haven't got to play under that pressure every week. For me, anyway.
Let us know in the comments under what your take on Son is. We have another comment here from the CEO of Comments Under, Michael James Carpenter Matzel. He's back. Imagine doing a double over the potential league winners, having a game in hand over your fierce rivals and still trailing them by 6 points. That is Spurs. Yeah, I mean, they won the game. What is it with Spurs and City? They play really well against Man City. They just turn up.
I don't know, man. Maybe you always have a bogey side, innit? Clubs always have some type of bogey side. The game was incredible, though. Harry Kane getting a goal that was offside. Harry Kane missing a one-on-one that he probably should have scored. He done all of that only to go and score the winner right after Riyad Mahrez scored a penalty in the last minute.
And you know it's a good game when Neville, right at the end, goes, oh! And when Gary Neville, if you just hear that in a game, you know something mad has happened.
And the thing of Harry Kane, because some people are going to go and, I done a little tweet about Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I went back to it. I saw 23k likes. I said, what the hell?
What did you say? Didn't look back at this kind of thing.
And it's like, yeah, man, I just think all the work you do, especially with Harry Kane and Son, it has to amount to something that years after you can look back on it and go. And people were saying all these personal accolades, like football's a team sport.
Even a League Cup, just something to just have on the wall.
Do you know what I mean? Football's a team sport. It's all good and well having your personal accolades, but at the end of it, if you've got nothing to say that I contributed part of a team winning a domestic title or something, it's a bit like a bit rubbish. Tottenham Hotspur, I just think Harry Kane and Son, especially after watching that game, they should leave, man. They should be allowed to leave to go and achieve something great within football. Because man tried to say, but Alan Shearer won the league before he went to Newcastle, bro. 1995, he had won the Premier League. Can't chat to him.
Son though, but he went to the army.
That's true.
There's something about, I think, that loyalty he may have in him.
Yeah.
I can literally see Son staying there for his whole career.
He has to divorce his parents, and then he can leave.
Ooh.
I think he's circumcised.
I'm from a culture where it's hard to divorce your parents.
Is it?
Well, obviously they divorced, but it's hard in certain cultures to divorce your parents. It is difficult, especially immigrant cultures.
It's not hard in our culture, because your dad divorces everyone, and then your mum just can't wait for you to leave. So essentially, it's like you don't have parents from the start. So that's why the Jamaicans, Raheem Sterling, they excel.
They mix it up.
They mix it up.
They got to find their own way.
They've got to find their own way. They're already not in their country anyway.
Whereas in our culture, it's like, what? You want to live your own life? You owe me.
You owe me.
But then there's the old age debate. I didn't ask to be here. So, you have to sit your parents down and have that debate. Who wants to be a millionaire? I actually don't know why Kane doesn't go. But maybe it's the stadium.
Because it's breathing. I have an opinion now.
It's breathing. Because for me, that stadium is beautiful. Maybe that's the distraction.
Harry Kane and Spurs are better off without each other.
Yes, whereas Son, I think, is more important.
Son could stay.
Son is more important.
Yeah, Son could stay at Spurs, but I think Harry Kane...
Son's the favourite child, I think.
It's not... Son, to me...
The more important child.
He's just a man that's like, we do the job. Yeah, he doesn't care where he is. He'll do the job. I think Harry Kane has reached a point in his career where he's like, do you know what, fam? Like, if I produce this performance at Manchester City, who knows what it amounts to? But at Spurs, it's just a fantastic 90 minutes. You watch it on Premiership years, and you carry on with your life. It doesn't say at the end of the season, that was the game that contributed to them potentially winning the title. Like, he doesn't ever have them type of conversations, so he just becomes Harry Kane. What a great striker at Spurs. I'm just like, that's sad.
Let us know. Comments under what's your take on Kane and Son at Spurs, who have beaten Man City. Title race back on. Liverpool 3-1 against Norwich. If they win their game in hand, Liverpool, they will only be 3 points behind City, and they got to play each other at the Etihad. That is going to be possibly the game of the season, because if Liverpool win that, I think it then goes on to either goal difference. I think it goes on to goal difference, right? Or does it go on to a head-to-heads?
Goal difference.
It's a goal difference. Oh my God. And it's only 2 goals different between them both. This could be a mad ending. We haven't had an Aguero season for
Ever.
ages, forever. That was the only one.
One.
So could we be en route to one of those endings?
So this is what I'm going to say. Everyone, start respecting Thiago. I want some respect for this Brazilian Thiago. Henderson does deserve the headlines for some of these ridiculous passes he was playing. The one to Diaz at the end for him to get his goal. Ridiculous. But the game's 1-0. I watched 50-minute highlights. The game's 1-0. And Thiago comes on. The game is completely different. When he was there, it just goes at the pace that he wants it to do. If we want it to go fast, we'll make it go fast. If we want it to go slow, we'll make it go slow. I love Thiago.
He plays football like a Sunday afternoon in.
All right, first of all, sorry. Can you win the league?
100%.
What are the things that will stop you and prevent you, apart from the obvious things? What are the things you look going forward going, that might be a problem, that might be a problem? The City away game, is that a problem?
Yeah.
Do you get vibes of Sane a couple years ago where he scores the winner? Or do you think you might...
The way football's going, I have absolutely no clue, bruv. I legit can't call it. I can't be like, yes, man, Salah's going to turn up. I don't know.
You saying you went out, you saw the guy, they asked for the number, she didn't give it to you. You can't call it.
I can't.
Can't call it, dog.
Yeah, the guy that told me the other night, she's like, yeah, I'll DM you. I was waiting for the number to come in. No, it didn't come in. So.
Yeah, I can't. Leave a comment. Can you, man, call it? Get the 11 digits, fam.
And I actually can't call anything right now because I have no signal because my SIM card disappeared. So I can't actually call it. Legit can't call it. Banter aside, I can't call anyone. Just WhatsApp on Wi-Fi.
As we move on to Crystal Palace versus Chelsea.
That is right,
I'm
Paul.
going to read the comment with about Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah, Julian Gajewski, Paul.
Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. A goal from Hakim Ziyech late in the game. Lukaku managed just 7 touches of the ball in 90 minutes. Next game is Lille in the UEFA Champions League. RIP Jamal Edwards, a huge Chelsea fan. We'll get into that at the end. Shout out Jamal for sure. I just think with Chelsea, I did say at the start of the season, they didn't look like an outfit that could win the league for me personally. I knew they were better than a lot, but I just look at them and I'm just not convinced. And then you see Lukaku, 7 touches of a ball in 90 minutes. I've done a 2-hour podcast the other day talking about Chelsea and Inter Milan.
Nothing makes sense.
Enough,
I feel like you can't make sense of things these days. These days, everything's up in the air. You know? It's not good enough. I think it is good enough. But they've won the Champions League.
Yes.
They're up there.
But
Let's not forget that. They're third in a league with Man City and Liverpool and very tough teams around them. To be fair, I think is all right.
I think it's because of the amount of money they've implemented, the amount of investment that club has had. I'm just like, shouldn't you be a bit more of a consistent outfit? Like Man City are a consistent outfit. They'll have a few ceilings and falling off, but Man City are a consistent outfit. Liverpool are progressively becoming a consistent outfit. Chelsea were a consistent outfit. But as of recent, if I'm being honest, the past 5, 6, 7 years, they can win the league or finish third or finish 7th at one point. Or, to me, it's just too up and for me.
Okay.
I like a level of consistency where I'm like, they chop and change their players too much. Too many changes.
I would say, let us know. I think this is fine. What Chelsea are doing, I think, is more than fine. Poet, too much up and downs, let us know. But I was thinking to chat about Jamal now, man. Chelsea, that was his team.
Massively his team.
Obviously, we found out last night that Jamal Edwards passed away, and you know it was a big shock. If you're from London, you've had an interaction with Jamal, like he's giving you advice, or he's wanted to help you, or he's just giving you support. He was such a supportive guy. It is so sad, but the celebrations I'm seeing of his life have been like amazing to see from everyone.
Do you know what's so beautiful about the situation, fam? We're speaking about it before off camera. Is people they value so much things in life, and I never understand it when they have their passing. When people talk about all the things they valued and done, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if that's worth a conversation. Quite harshly. Jamal Edwards is a man from day 1, 17, got his camera. His service on planet Earth was for
incredible.
people.
Incredible.
It was just for people.
I don't know what our world would look like without Jamal Edwards. Growing up, being able to see that content, being inspired by that content. He touched the hearts and souls of so many of us. Like, I'm grateful and honoured to have met him and communicated with him and yeah, be inspired by him. It's a legacy which will live on for so long. And yeah, obviously it's so disastrous to see that he has passed but it's also so amazing to see how many people he's
actually helped. And
touched, bro. Genuinely, authentic,
genuinely,
like proper. He didn't want anything. I like what you do. Yeah, cool. You know, like there was no like, oh, I want to do this and that. Just free going with it, man. It's yeah, man. Shout out to Jamal Edwards. Rest in power. Rest in peace. Yeah, man.
One thing I will say, one thing I won't lie, when we all knew we loved this guy a lot. Back in the day, I was doing a show called That's a Wrap, and I was working heavily with Grime Daily. And it was almost like Liverpool, Manchester City.
Grime Daily, SPTV. It was at one
Liverpool,
point.
Manchester City. And although there was a mutual respect for each other, of course, but there was a hint of we need
competition.
The competition element. And I remember I just got That's a Wrap on Grime Daily. We just on the first episode of Miss Dynamite, and I was feeling good. I was vibrant. And Jamal tweets, "Can't lie, Poet is funny, you know, bro. Or that new Poet guy from That's a Wrap is funny." I remember all of us in the Grime Daily looking at each other like, yeah, like it felt good that you had acknowledgement from, you know, an individual that you looked at as your healthy competition at the time. And that guy went on to help me so much. He gave me my biggest interview my whole life. I got to interview Nas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Jamal, a prime example of what a genuine person looks like that cares about people. I would say it's Jamal. That's what that looks like to me. A genuine person. So, and
he always spoke about self-belief, and I think his work did his kind of talking for him as well. It's like take from your environment what you can, even if you don't have a lot, and put out into the world what you can.
He was an incredible man, a very incredible man. Shout out you, Jamal, and your legacy of making people the priority will continue as long as I'm alive anyway. So I got a lot of love for you.
Come on, big up Jay. United Leeds.
What a game! What?
4-2, 2-0, 2-2, back to 4-2 to United. I kept like exiting my stream allegedly, and like going back on it, and every time it's like a mad different result. I was like, bro, what's going on here?
Should just come out to my house. Watch it. It's on Sky.
Yeah, but you know, streaming. I'm loyal to the streams.
Come on.
Allegedly.
Get wet. 2-0, 2-2, 4-2. One thing we can't question, we shouldn't question, is the fight Manchester United showed. They showed incredible fight.
There was a bit more oomph.
I found Harry Maguire's celebration a bit corny though. It was all a bit... But the fight Manchester United showed, and the character Manchester United showed, the Swedish boy Elanga, come on, you're done now, my done in Sweden. Like, I was really happy. I can't lie, I was really happy with Manchester United. And it's nice to know they're getting 4 goals, and Cristiano Ronaldo scores none.
He had the potential tap in.
Yeah.
Keeper saves it. You know, he was sort of off balance. There was a man coming in, tackling him from behind. It happens sometimes, man.
Pogba put it on a plate. Pogba absolutely killed Forshaw as well.
He did put it on a plate.
Killed Forshaw. It's just one of those things. Ronaldo scored 965 million goals. He's allowed to miss one.
Yeah, but it was a good fight. It was better from United. They are fourth. Obviously, let's not forget Kanye East says Mourinho said finishing second with that team was his greatest accomplishment, and man called him crazy. So Mourinho is still the man that had them up there.
He's still their most successful manager after Alex Ferguson.
Big respect to Mourinho for that. But top 4 battle is looking intense. Man U on 26, you got Arsenal on 23, Wolves on 24, Tottenham on 23 games. So until those games even out, I feel like you can't really start making any claims or suggestions. But Man U at the moment are favourites. And you had Arsenal.
Are they?
I mean...
We're 4 points off Manchester United with 3 games in hand.
So you should go above them, and so should Tottenham if they win theirs.
But our games in hand...
And Wolves could too.
Our games in hand are the games that are postponed. So we go, what games were postponed?
Liverpool?
Arsenal Spurs.
Oh.
Arsenal Liverpool.
Oh.
And Arsenal Chelsea.
Oh.
Are we favourites? I don't know. I see Arsenal Fan TV getting excited.
I think United and Tottenham are the ones that are going to be sort of there at the top last 3-4 games. Were you happy with Arsenal's performance?
Yeah. Even though I got my Brentford top on. Shout out Alex Costello, my brother. Josh De Silva, shout you out as well. Rico Henry, come on, my brother. Tony, I am here for you, my brother. Jamaicans make mistakes, man.
There's a nice relationship building between Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka, man.
I think there's a nice relationship at Arsenal.
There is.
I'll be honest with you.
Ah,
Arsenal.
Yeah. They're blossoming.
Arteta's character is
Yeah.
questioned quite consistently because I think they call him quite harsh and a prick and a cunt and all of that. I'll tell you what, someone's Alex Ferguson.
You need that, man.
I'm not saying that you're the same, but I'm just saying in order for you to achieve and for you to do good things, sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind.
Arsenal is like slipsing in the cinema. It's got that good feel. You know when you leave and you're like, ah. That's what I think Arsenal feels
Serious?
like. Do you know what I mean though? When you go cinema, you lips. It's like a girl that you fancy and it's like early days and it's like,
Serious?
this could be nice, yeah.
Arsenal
This could be nice.
It feels more like
Now go on.
ex-girlfriend, you've got back with her, you're not sure if it's going to be alright, and then you go back and you're like, you know what? Forget all them bad things I went through in the past. This is kind of feeling better. So Arsenal feels like my ex-girl that I'm just getting back with, and I'm like, because we had a bit of a period where it was rough, and I remember the good times.
Oh, okay.
And now I think they're coming back with the likes of Saka, the Martinelli sitting out yesterday, the Smith Rose. Odegaard was absolutely ridiculous. As a dummy he does in the first half on the right hand side. The ball's coming to him. It's an exaggerated dummy, yeah, but it just looks so wavy. There's a level of confidence about Odegaard when he plays, and
You guys are over that Wenger period now. I feel like now it's gone full circle and it's like, we're a new team. Like, you know, before it was sort of always being compared to Wenger. Your fans are still sort of like, but we were this. I feel like now it's like you've gone full circle. The time period of him leaving, these after effects have all sort of gone away now. And this is Arsenal now. This is a new Arsenal, and this is how we're going to approach things. We trusted in Arteta. This is it. Let's go for it. And it feels like new. And it's like I don't think they should be frustrated or angry. Or it's like, no, this is a new process now.
do you know the managers I like? That takes all the pressure off the players.
Yeah.
And I think for a while, we haven't really had that. Arteta seems to want all the smoke.
Yeah.
A lot of his character is like, I'm the smoky one. Forget what's happening with the players. Give me all the smoke. Do you know where I'm coming from? And he always things are looking good. 11 clean sheets from the club.
Nice.
I love Arsenal. I can't lie. And I love football again. So, yeah, this is looking good. I don't think Arteta's the man for it long term, though.
Okay.
Sometimes I begin to wonder if he's the guy that needs to do the job in order for the next person to come, which is not bad as well. But well done, Arsenal, man.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nantes against PSG, 3-1.
You're watching this penalty.
I have seen it.
You've seen
Neymar passed it to the keeper. Nantes, PSG 3-1. Isaac says, Peach's consistency is insane, dominating Real Madrid and losing to Nantes. Maybe they just stopped caring about the league because they're 89 points clear or whatever, but it's still mad. And Julian Gevs says, Neymar's penalty missed in the Nantes PSG game was an absolute howler. It was a poor penalty. But you can't really say much because they're going to win that league.
Are they top?
Yeah, man, they're clear up top.
Is it?
They're beating Madrid so far. They were all over Real Madrid. All over them. I think they're going to go through. I think this season, Champions League, finally it's going to be either Man City or PSG.
It would be nice to.
They're going to do it.
I would love to see Messi win it for PSG.
That's a cool storyline.
I just find it funny.
It's a cool storyline.
Messi and Sergio Ramos win the Champions League together. That's just funny to me.
Let us know, PSG, will they prove themselves against Real Madrid? Was this just a day off? Shout out to Michaela Moore for the United States. New Zealand player in the She Believes Cup scoring 3 own goals.
She don't believe that.
She don't believe. Mourinho getting sent off for blasting the ball away in a Roma game.
Funny.
Legend.
Patrick, shout that out as well.
And then Jeff Shreves is back off. Do you think...
It's the wind.
It's the wind, isn't it? I was about to say, like, Jeff Shreves got buns. Because that looks wild. Jeff Shreves is looking like he's got them pads on. You know them jeans with the pads? Like he's, bruv, squatting, all sorts. It proper, but look at, but look at his arm. His arm looks a bit big as well. Look, so maybe he's just putting on weight in the right places. Let us know. Is that really Jeff Shreves? Imagine he did like a photo shoot. You know, them ones were like, they put their back forward. You know, them ones on their knees. Jeff Shreves for Playboy.
People, do you know who I was looking at today? She's so gorgeous. Aisha Diaz. If you don't know who that is, go do some research. And now I have to look at Jeff Shreves.
Like a bit, and Jeff Shreves got the cellulite bum as well. You know he's got a bit of, or does he have the stretch mark, tiger loaf stretch marks? I like those. Those are cute.
Oh, the little marks that you see.
Cute. That's actually a funny idea in my head. I can see it. Like him like that, and then like the back like that, and then a bunda.
Everyone leave comments about Champions League football. We shall be speaking about that this or next week because we didn't talk about it this time round. Some great Champions League games, Liverpool winning, so on and so forth. Man City winning. We have Chelsea this week and Manchester United away to Atletico Madrid. So leave comments about that. Leave comments about all the football. I will not be here next week speaking about Steady the Light on Jeffries because I just got other things to do in my life. But I think Virgil will be.
Yes. Elbow me. Have a nice.